We're a little ahead of schedule.
We're here. We're good. We're good.
We in there like swimwear, baby.
My finger twitched, sorry.
No, you're good. It happens. Welcome, everybody, to Leave It at the Table. It is a beautiful, beautiful Thursday night. On the maybe the precursor of what's going to be one of the coldest weeks that we've had in quite a while, other than when it snowed last year. I don't know if anybody's seen the forecast for next week, but
I've only heard on the radio they've talked about how it's going to be a pretty good size cold snap coming through. But I'm not excited because I was every morning I ask Google what the weather's going to be like in the shower. It's like a morning routine.
like while you're in the shower, or do you ask it, what's my shower going to feel like?
No. I say, hey, Google, what's the weather going to be like today? And it'll tell me. But today, I think the high was, 76, 75? And I was like, ooh, we're creeping back up to 80. Okay. November, creeping back up to 80. All right. And then I'm driving to work and heard on the radio they were talking about the cold snap coming through, and it's going to be colder than the one we just had. Yeah. I'm going, oh, lovely. That's just wonderful.
Well, you've already heard the voice. There's no sense in teasing it any further. Danielle, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Kind of sitting in a different situation tonight.
I am. I'm behind the computer today.
So I'll let you kind of educate the masses on why you're sitting in that chair, if you don't mind.
Well, I was just in a really good mood one day, and Kyle texted me this sad, sad story. And I was like, I can't just leave him hanging. So I offered. I was like, if I can figure out how to do the whole setup, I'll definitely do it for you.
And I told her that day, I was like, well, number one, you don't have to. You don't have to feel obligated to do that. And she loves us. She loves our show. So she stepped up to do it. And she was like, I just don't know if I'll be able to learn it. And I was like, I have it dumbed down to where an idiot can do it, because an idiot does do it, and that's me.
It's dumbed down. Like it's all labeled out right here.
I've got like, you ever like look at a switchboard and it's like, don't touch this one, touch this one, this one. That's essentially what I've got. So really, like, honestly, thank you for stepping up.
Yes, 100%. Thank you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We're glad to have you here. We've been excited about this, actually.
I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here.
We're going to have a lot of fun together. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to continue to be a nightmare, but
Continue to be delightfully unhinged.
Ooh, gonna be continue to be.
Yeah,
double. You got the double too big.
Continue to be.
Hey, as usual, me fumbling over my words. Hey, who knows?
How was everybody's Halloween?
Worked a lot. Didn't show up till after dark. So I showed up, and my father-in-law and my wife were sitting on our front porch. They had already given out half the candy in the bowl. So I walked inside, grabbed a hoodie, grabbed a beer, walked back, grabbed the case of beer, walked back outside, sat on my front porch, and just sat there and was like, I'm gonna let y'all do your thing. You have your own way of doing it. I'm just gonna sit here and drink.
Hell yeah.
It was a blast.
What did you do? You probably worked.
I sure did. I worked from, what day was it? Was it Friday? From 6 to 2 o'clock in the morning.
My God.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Were there a lot of people playing Top Golf in their costumes?
Not a lot. But we did have this one guy come in one of those donkey blow-up outfits, and he was playing golf, and I was like, he's going to fall right off the edge.
What a legend.
Put him on the first floor. You are a fall hazard. You go first floor.
What an ass, right?
You need life alert for that one.
Oh, where is my life alert? Help.
I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh, thanks everybody for watching or listening. We do have an audio podcast version that is going to be out. Drew recorded a nice, lovely piece for that before the show tonight, and it only took about 10 takes. So
it was less than 10.
It was like 4 or 5.
It was like 6.
Yeah, it was
still less than 10.
It's less than 10, but not by much, which is frightening.
Hey, first time talking on a microphone. Leave me alone.
He's like, I've never done an ad read before. I'm like, it's not an ad read. Just read the paper. Read the paper.
I'm trying. You know I can't read. You heard me trying to read what your mom said a couple weeks ago.
That's one of our hottest clips.
I love it.
They said the best part is when I'm just like, I don't react, and then all of a sudden
Wait, what?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, what's going on?
We had a great time on Halloween. By the way, if you're watching, hit the share button. Tell your friends about us. Tell your enemies about us. Tell your church about us. I don't know if you want to tell your church about us.
Tell the devil about us.
Tell the devil. Well,
If you're going to tell the church, tell the devil.
That's true.
I'm sure he already knows.
He's probably well aware of this show's existence by now. But yeah, hit the share button. Let your friends know that we're here. We want to have a good time. We're here tonight, Thursday night, and then the next 2 weeks, a little unprecedented. I know we've been doing this a lot. I promise that after Thanksgiving, we hope that everything will work out to where we could be back on Thursday nights full time. But this week we're on Thursday. The next 2 weeks after this, we're on Wednesday nights. Next Thursday, the 13th, I've got a Mosley playoff game. Which anybody local to this area that's kept up with high school football for the last 15 to 20 years, Mosley plays Lincoln in the first round next week, right here in Bay County at Tommy Oliver Stadium. So if you're in the area, that's going to be an absolute banger. If you're not home or you're not free Thursday night and you are free on Friday night, I'm going to go to Bay High's playoff game at Tommy Oliver because they host Godby, and that's going to be an absolute banger. But I am... For those who don't know, I call Mosley High School's football games on the YouTube broadcast, so I will be there for that next Thursday. So we'll be here in the studio on Wednesday night. And then the Thursday after that, my dad was nice enough to hook us up with tickets to go see Skillet in Pensacola. We're going to take Carson to his first concert. Well, his second concert, but he was really small for the first one. So we're gonna go see Skillet in Pensacola on Thursday, November 20th.
It was so cute last week because I was after the show, me, Kyle, and Rachel, we talk in the kitchen, just kind of decompress and just kind of talk to each other. But I was talking about the Skillet concert and Carson's in the living room and I'm looking over going, hey, that thing that you said that you were gonna be going on that. And trying not to say Skillet because before the show you had mentioned Skillet, just a song I think by Skillet, and all of a sudden Carson's ears perked up. He was like, "What? What do you mean Skillet? We're going to the concert, right? We're doing this, we're doing that," and it's just like, oh my God, he's excited.
No, he's well aware.
And so it was just cool. It's just cool seeing someone a kid excited for something other than SpongeBob.
So it's really cool for Rachel and I because Skillet was kind of one of the things that tied us together. And we went and saw Skillet together, our first concert together, maybe 2014 in Pensacola.
That's wild. They're
Funny enough.
still going.
And they do well.
That's wild.
So not to make this a Skillet podcast, but for those who don't know, most people do know Comatose, that album, that turns 20 years old next year. So we're getting old. That's crazy. So it's going to be really cool, man. It's really cool as a parent to see your kid get older. And when we leave to go to school in the morning, that's what he wants to hear. We just have to listen to Skillet on the way to school. And it's like, let's go. That's the big win. I really wanted that to be wrestling, which he, other than Jey Uso, has not really taken a liking to wrestling too much. And that's fine. It's probably for the best. Wrestling was a problem for me when I was a kid. I didn't ever pay attention in school. Because ADHD, but we're gonna go see Skillet. It's gonna be a great time. Our Halloween was fun. We went to Colby Mongold's neighborhood. I don't know if he's gonna want me to say where he lives, but it's over in the Bayou George area. He lives in a big cul-de-sac, so we went there just like last year. Met up with him, Josh Tucker.
A big cul-de-sac?
Not a cul-de-sac. A big, just neighborhood with a bunch of houses. I don't know. Not a cul-de-sac.
A community?
What's a big cul-de-sac?
A place with homes.
I'm what constitutes as a big cul-de-sac?
There were multiple residences in the area. We went over there first, and we did the whole block. Ezra was in a shitty mood. So Rachel ended up having to put him in the car and drive him around while I walked with everybody and trick-or-treated. I thought she was upset, but we ended up walking 2.5, 3 miles in that neighborhood, and she was like, "No, you're good. I'm fine. Trust me." So when we got done there, we packed up, and my Aunt Tina lives close to here, and she said her neighborhood was popping. And so I'll tell you this much. We're going there next year because we got there at the tail end of it this year, and when we got there you park at her house. We hit about 10 houses on her street. The first one we hit was giving out beers to the adults and candy to the kids. So I had a Bud Light, lemon lime Bud Light, by the way.
Lemon lime?
Yeah, didn't know that existed. And Rachel grabbed me one, and I'm like, that is actually really good, by the way. No free ads, but that's pretty fire.
Where? I got to find that.
And we walked down a little bit further, and, well, one of the houses is giving out shots. And then 2 houses down, another house was giving out shots. And Rachel and I are like, okay, so we're coming here next year, and we're walking from the house because it's about a mile walk from here, and I feel like it's doable. It was awesome. Rachel was
a mile walk to you these days is nothing.
Nothing. Look at me. It used to be a needle mover. Now, I mean, it's still moving. It's a digital scale though, so we're good.
Everywhere is within walking distance if you have the time.
That's true.
Confucius say.
That's true. All right, so we really, once again, don't have a solid plan for tonight's show, which has kind of become a theme. Obviously, we'll have Thanksgiving coming up in a couple of weeks, and we'll do probably a sappy episode talking about everything we're thankful for in our lives, which we do at the end of every show. But we want to, we got to do our Thanksgiving special in a couple weeks, so we'll keep that in mind. Next week, maybe we could do like the food part of Thanksgiving, and we could talk about that. I know last year we had some debates. I know you're not a turkey guy. Are you a turkey person?
I'm a ham person.
Okay, all right.
I like ham
Ding, ding,
over
ding.
turkey.
So more hams.
So my take on turkey, I guess I'll save it for next week.
Oh yeah, save it for next week. So there's a sneak peek of what's going to happen next week. But
I will talk the whole show about turkey and why I do not. I'll eat it, but it's not like there's a reason for it.
all right. We'll hear it. I really want to hear it now, but you're right. We need to save it. We've got to save it. All right, so let's go through some comments. Danielle, if you don't mind scrolling up there, just going to shout some people out on that right side. We got Kyle McAlpin, of course, as always, showing us some love over on the YouTube side of things. That Drew Gorman guy commented at the beginning to make sure our comments were coming through. So.
McAlpin's memorizing our intro songs.
He did say it. Hey, is it weird that I have the intro music memorized?
No, it's not.
It's not weird. I would be offended if you didn't, to be real. He says, also, my toddler is dancing to it. You damn right. Let's go. Frankie, which is my mom, I guess I could say. My mom said, hello, fellas, and welcome back to Thursday nights for 1 week, we should say. She also welcomed Danielle to the family. Rachel said, it's going to be nice to have some feminine energy up in this place, which I don't know what I am, but...
Should we welcome her to the family?
Oh, not a sports podcast, but I'm definitely going to talk to you guys about that at some point tonight because you guys are both LSU fans.
Oh, yeah.
We're definitely going to bring that up. We're definitely going to do that. Shout out to my dad, Kenny Wright, saying, he's 29 at low. Oh, he's talking about the weather. Okay, welcome, Danielle. Shout out to Shelby and Dave Ham watching over on YouTube. And that's, unless I'm missing somebody, I think that's about it for now. Oh, David Hayes. What's up, boys? I'm actually off. Look at David Hayes.
Hayes, baby.
Supporting us on a beautiful Thursday night. Shout out to D. Hayes.
Fella.
Next Thursday is going to be a blast. I'm excited to be back in the booth with him for every week could be our last week.
Tommy Oliver.
Yeah.
Michaela's. I'm not committing,
You're fine.
but I think I will show up.
You can come watch it in the booth with us. Just let me know.
I think I'll be there.
I'll let you up there.
Because Michaela has the reason we do the show on Thursdays because Michaela has class. Or Aero Silks. Well, if she's not home, I
Yeah.
can't get in trouble for not being there.
You play ball on Friday nights, huh?
Yeah.
Damn it. I really want to go to the Bay Godby game next Friday night. So if anybody watching wants to go to a high school football game with me next Friday night and you're free, let me know. It'll be it's gonna be a freaking showdown at Tommy Oliver Stadium. 2 showdowns, heavyweight clashes of teams that are in this area.
I don't know much, but from what I wake up every Saturday or the day after a Mosley game, and I look for your post. I'm like, how did Mosley do? I almost message you on the daily. Hey, how the boys looking?
What emoji did Austin Ragula put up? Is that a peace emoji? Peace emoji. What up, Austin?
Ragula.
I did talk to him for a little while today, which David Hayes, if you're still watching, Austin Ragula needs to get up with you.
I was hanging out. I played football against and with his brother, with Garrett,
Nice.
last night.
Good. How is Garrett? I haven't seen him in a long time.
From what I understand, he's doing pretty good.
Good.
Brief conversations. I played league against him, and then they needed another player for the late game. So I was like,
He's getting married soon.
already
I
out
think,
here.
right?
yeah.
Yeah, very soon. Very soon. All right, so one thing that excited Drew and I when we added you, which you could put yourself back on camera now. I'm going to make you do it.
Oh, so
Go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and say this.
Take this.
Me and Kyle,
Kyle and I.
okay, grammar police. Whenever the things happened that put this plan in motion to bring you on board, it kind of, I wouldn't say devastated us, but it kind of put us at a loss. We were looking around going, okay, what's happening? And then whenever we got the yes from you, we didn't want to put all our eggs in one basket to kind of put the pressure on you to completely go be all in from day one.
I want just to hit on that point. Two, because there's two key parts of that. I know I'm like stumbling all over myself here. One beer, by the way. One beer.
You stumbling
Lightweight.
like me.
I mixed it with anxiety medication, which I just realized may not have been the best idea. But anyway, there's two key parts of that, because number one, we don't want to put that much pressure on you, because it's obviously while it is dumbed down, it's still kind of intimidating being there, and it's a weekly commitment. So we want it to work out, clearly.
Yeah, absolutely.
But also, just on our side of it, clearly have been burned. So it is it's a little scary, but keep going.
So whenever we were starting to talk about this week's show, as well as what we were going to be doing, and the whole group chat started, and some of your first messages into the group chat were show ideas and questions, it sent alarm bells in both of our heads going, we made the right decision.
Yeah.
We're excited. We were already over the moon that you agreed to come hang out. And then you start sending show ideas. You already have ideas because behind closed doors, me and Kyle were like, this is a great opportunity for us to reach another audience, bringing a female voice, but also have a different thought process, because me and Kyle are pretty much at this point pretty much the same person. We think the same way, we have the same ideas. It works to an extent, but then we add you, and that gives us a whole nother way of thinking about things, and that's already shown itself in the messages you've sent about what you vision the show to be. So we are very excited for what's to come.
So when you sent us a list of some topics / questions that I was kind of excited about. So I kind of gave you a little bit of a spoiler earlier today. So if you want to jump into some of those,
Yeah,
then
I have
feel free.
quite a few questions. Actually, some of them are kind of good. Some of them are just more like,
Famous words, you're not a man. Shout out K Right. Oh, inside joke there from Austin. Oh, that one's good. I'll tell you guys about that later. That's an off-air story.
Oh, I'm just reacting to a notification I got. So as you already said, both of us are LSU fans. The Lady Tigers are playing right now against Southeastern Louisiana, and they just finished the first quarter. It's 30-4.
Okay, well,
LSU. So
hard to believe a powerhouse like Southeast Louisiana would.
I'm not. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I'm just saying 30-4 is quite.
That's pretty rough.
That's
quite
rough.
drastic.
It's basketball, dude. Shots got to go down.
But go on with your question. I'm sorry.
actually, that is like a great transition into my question. If you could change any rule in sport
Ooh.
or add a rule, what would it be?
Any rule in
And this is any sport.
Any sport. Any rule, any sport.
Any rule, any sport. I guess I would enforce traveling more in the NBA for sure. I don't think that would be my top one, though. If you got something, go ahead. I need to noodle on this.
I'm just gonna say the usual not pass interference. Excuse me. Roughing the passer. It's too ticky tacky, in my opinion. In football, college football, NFL, high school, I get it. Quarterbacks make the most money. They deserve all the money they get more times than not. But at the end of the day, they have pads. They're football players. And this is coming from a guy who played quarterback. You should be allowed to be hit. And not just, like, there was a play this past weekend for the Saints where it was a second down, and Shuck gets tackled. It gets sacked for like a 10-yard loss, but gets hit in the head inadvertently, and they throw the flag, and we get a first down. And I'm like, on one hand, I'm going, yeah, as a Saints fan, woohoo, yeah, we got a first down. Haha, you're an idiot for hitting him in the head. But on the other hand, it's like, that should not be a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's. I was actually going to bring up what Dave just brought up, and we'll read some of those comments here in a second. But the slide rule is crazy. Yeah, once you're across the line of scrimmage, you're a runner. Some of these quarterbacks slide at the last second, and then they get popped, and they get penalized for it.
Exactly,
it's ridiculous. I think the worst thing about the roughing the passer thing is that it's inconsistent. If it was consistently bad, then it would just be like one of those things. It's like, okay, well, that sucks. But yeah, I guess it's not a rule, but one thing that is changing in baseball that I've always wanted, and I think it's going to be great for the sport, is ABS is coming. Automatic balls and strikes. I think we're too far advanced in technology for human error to play as big a role in some Major League Baseball games as it does.
And also, talking on baseball, the replay system. There are way too many plays that are not reviewable.
Yeah.
In Major League Baseball. And I've seen, like, I will give a shout out for John Boy. He does breakdowns of different plays to try and help the casual fan learn the game. But for someone who watches the game consistently, it's great to see, like, the ins and outs of why something happened. Like, I love the breakdown of how it happened. But there are a lot of times that he's forced to go, oh, the coach is asking for a review, but they can't review it. Don't ask me why. I would be a millionaire if I had $5 every time I heard him say that. Because there are just so many plays, so many scenarios that aren't reviewable. And it's just unheard of. Like, why is it unreviewable? Like, how you should be able, in football, down to the centimeter, you can review plays.
Right.
Down to the spot of the ball. Down to did he touch they had the pass interference reviewed for a year or so.
Yeah, that was a mess.
But it's like,
but they tried.
Yeah, but with baseball, you really can't review that much. It's the illusion of being able. It's the illusion of control.
I think a big one I would change. This is probably the biggest one. Would you count it as a rule or not? You guys can walk me back on it if you want. But NFL games being allowed to end in a tie. Is that a rule change or is that a scheme change? I
don't hate that they end in a tie because at the end of the day, football is the most physically demanding sport. And you've just played 60 minutes plus, 10 minutes?
So let's go to sudden death. Let's go to a 2-point conversion shootout.
I just wish they would have stuck with the overtime rules where it's sudden death to begin with.
First team to score wins. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I get that both teams need to touch the ball. I don't have a problem with that. I just hate the idea that a professional sport that's not soccer can end in a tie. because there's no other sport like that. Like, imagine if baseball was like, okay, 13 innings and this is over. You wouldn't have got one of the best World Series games of all time this year.
Well, it was on verge of getting to the point where you're like, okay, let's stop this and pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah,
because
people were
just
it was 3 a.m.
People and the players, not to mention the fans in the stands, were.
Yeah,
the players themselves were just gassed.
Somebody said it looked like Toronto at some point was just like, we're just going to throw this ball to you. Just smoke it out of here. But no, I guess that would be one for me. I hate that NFL games can end in a tie. We'll read through some comments, and then do you have one? Do you have a rule that you would change?
I would add the mercy rule in football.
Okay. I've thought about
like
that.
a running clock?
Like a high school thing.
Yeah, because sometimes, like, after a certain point, when do you say, okay, this team has had enough? They're getting the dog piss beat out of them. Let's just go ahead and call it. Let's just not even finish it. Let's just, you know what? Game over. 45-0, they're not catching up.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way high school football is.
Yeah.
So, like, if there's a 35-point lead in the second half, the clock continuously runs. Incomplete passes.
No matter what.
It just stops on timeouts, of course. But, like, incomplete passes,
run out of bounds.
like, in between, like, if a team scores, like, while they're getting ready to kick the extra point, it keeps running until the ball is, like, dead, like, while they're getting set for the kickoff and stuff. So as long as there's a play coming, like it keeps running. So I've thought about that too. I especially in college football where like Florida State beat Eastern Texas A&M 77-0 earlier this year. It's like why do it's cool, but why? Why do you need that? I like that. My dad said you could take a free drop from a divot in golf. So golf's got some messed up rules. Sorry, I'm trying to cuss less on the show. Golf's got some really bad rules. Did you know you can't ground your club in the trap?
Huh.
Like, you're technically not allowed to, like, you can't ever put your club on the ground before you hit the ball if you're in a sand trap. That's one of the rules. I just found out about that one recently.
Why?
I'm not, like, a big an avid golfer or anything, but.
I wonder why.
I don't know. Just pros.
What does it help? I guess someone's getting in there.
Maybe you could get down there and kind of press the ground down a little bit behind it.
Get up underneath the ball, maybe.
Yeah.
Exactly, because you want to scoop. You want to hit under the ball. You don't want to hit the ball. But it's still like a thing where it's like, yeah, but I'm an amateur, so I'm going to ground my club. So don't say shit to me. Kyle McAlpin says, no helmets in bull riding. If you have a brain that says it's okay to ride a bull, does it really need protecting? There's a pro bull riding like a big rodeo going to be at Doak Campbell Stadium this offseason. And I'm going to go. I want to check it out. Let's see what else we have. David Ham, he brought up the slide rule. Dad said, with a divot, you should not be penalized for someone else's mistake. Yeah, I mean, it's you get lift clean in place in the fairway, but if there's something there, like a hole or something, like you have to hit out of it. Now, if it hits a divot in the rough, you hit into the rough, so that's like on you, right? Some of these umps have favorites. They're horrible. They're horrible. Yeah, everyone's talking about the umps. Austin says rigged World Series. I feel like if you pay a team $2 million to play them, you should be able to beat them as bad as you want. That's also a fair point, though. Because it's not like Eastern Texas A&M did make $2 million to come to Doak. So I guess it's kind of. I guess it's kind of a two-way street. I agree on the fact of like.
But for them, they're sitting there they're getting their teeth dragged.
The players aren't getting that money.
They're turning around saying, just get me out of here. Get me out of here before I die.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been on the losing end of like an ass whooping in like even slow pitch softball.
Yes, I have.
At some point, you're like, fucking stop.
We've lost a few games, okay?
Somebody dislocate a knee or something. Yeah, there you go. That's me. We won that game, though.
Yes, and I delivered you a ring at the hospital.
What did I do? I said, let me have a second beer and see if that helps it. What a genius.
Second beer calms.
Yeah, we're good. No more anxiety. Next question.
What is one thing that podcast has taught you about yourself?
I hate my voice.
I feel like that's everyone though.
That one's tough though. That's real.
Yeah.
Even because I do this, and people say to me all the time that I've got a perfect voice for this. But I go back and I listen to this. I go back, I listen to Know It All. I listen to the football games, and I'm like, dude, you're terrible.
My dad's always told me I got a face for radio, so.
Well, the audio listeners will love that. You're welcome.
Podcasts. What has it taught me?
I've got two. I've got a positive and a negative.
Go for it.
The negative goes back to our conversation from earlier. I have put way too much trust into too many people that weren't all in. So I think podcasting has taught me, and more in just this world, but through the Right On Network and through our podcast adventures, it has been not to put all of your eggs into one basket. So now I've realized that I've got a setup for if there is somebody sitting here. And now I've got a mental setup for if there's not somebody sitting there. So it's on the negative side. It has taught me not to put all of my eggs into one basket. On the positive side,
What's the one consistent?
that guy, sadly, Nick moves to Nashville, and that's what I'm stuck with.
I hate it here.
Moves back to his hometown,
Yeah.
and I get stuck with him.
We just traded places.
Yeah, essentially. No, I think on the positive side, I've never worked this hard on anything in my life. And I mean, that's from this to Know It All to all the stuff we did in the past. And it's taught me that if you like to do something, you'll know when you like to do it and it won't feel like a burden. And I don't feel I know I've got about 15 minutes of work to do after each show now. When we're done doing this every week, and I don't feel like I'm too bothered by it because it's going to make our quality a lot better. So I feel like it's taught me that if you love something, work hard on it, and it'll eventually work out.
For me, it's taught me go after what you want, because there were I know I've told this story before, but how I ended up here. I literally was at work talking with a coworker about sports, and he asked me I was talking with a coworker. I was talking with Trampus, and we're talking about sports, and another coworker comes by and asks me point blank, why don't you have a show? Why are you not on a podcast doing a show? You have just a memory bank of sports knowledge. What are you doing? Why are you here? And he was trying to say it in the nicest way possible. He goes, what are you working construction? Why are you not using that gift out there doing something? And I kind of sat back and I was like, well, I mean, I don't really want to give at the time I was like, I don't want to give the effort to run a show, do it all myself. I don't have the financial backing to do all that.
Not me either.
And
then he realized you don't need one.
And then I started thinking, we went back to work and I started thinking, I'm like, well, I speaking of Nick, I was like, I know Nick, and he has a sports show. And at the time I reached out to Nick and literally said, I will work in the background. You tell me what you need, and I just want to learn.
This was Right On Sports, right?
Yes.
And this was Marcus Weisner was still on it
Yes.
full time with us. Okay.
So at the time, I'm like, I just want to learn. I'm not demanding. I didn't want to be that guy that just preyed on my friends and said, hey, you have a show. I want a microphone. Give it to me. Just because I'm your friend.
They're out there.
Put me on a mic.
Some of them aren't your friend and they want to be on your shit.
And so I was
and
like,
they don't watch.
And so I was like, I don't want to be that guy, because I don't want you to resent me for acting so arrogant and acting like I'm going to jump in and do that and expect that of Nick. But I want to earn my stripes to get in the door.
Right.
It's my foot in the door. And so I reached out to Nick and said, hey, how can I help? Just so happened it was right around the NFL draft. Had a brief conversation with Kyle on the phone. He said, hey, come on by, come hang out. I watched an episode. We talked, watched an episode get kind of like this.
That's right. I almost like interviewed you.
Yeah.
Kind of in a way is weird.
Yeah. And I passed, obviously. Ended up doing we did a show on the NFL draft 2021.
That was your first impression of Dan Gonzalez.
Wow.
He went on a Drew Gorman type rant on the third stringers of the New York Jets.
Good Lord.
That was a fun one.
Danny G.
I'll have to go
God.
find that.
The other Danny G. Male Danny G.
Male Danny G.
MDG.
Not deep in Danny. This is Cubano Danny.
But yeah, it just the steps along the way, being able to join the Right On Sports podcast, the sports show, as I was just the social media guy. Then getting my own show.
That's right. You were making thumbnails.
Yeah, making thumbnails.
Shit.
I was what Danielle's doing now, sitting there reading comments. And then turned into, hey, me and Marcus know a whole lot about fantasy football. So we started having our own show.
I got a video of them doing the show. If you
Then, well, that was RJ in that one too.
Oh, yeah, RJ. Yeah.
And then everything then we moved on to the No Purpose podcast. And it was, the whole idea was me, you, and Nick. And so I was bumped up from just the social media guy to now I'm an every time main voice. Well, then fast forward to Nick permanently moving to Nashville, Kyle moving back to this house, and me and Kyle start talking, and we're at softball, and Kyle comes up to me with this big idea. He goes, I wanna start doing a show, but I'm not in it unless you're in it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it unless you're involved. And I said, in that moment, I was like, I mean something to Kyle. I've gone after what I wanted.
I'm just using you.
I've gone after what I wanted, and I'm here. Now it's time to take the next step.
Is that 2022 or 2021? Had to be 2021, right?
20.
Trying to find that video. I'm definitely going to show it to her.
Can we wait till after the show?
Maybe.
But yeah, to me, at the end of the day, it all comes down to going after what you want, because no one's gonna put the wheels in motion on a plan that you want to succeed, except for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have anything for podcasting?
No, not at all.
Well, you're gonna. It's
it'll tell you a lot about yourself.
No. All right.
I'm trying to find this video, and I'm gonna find it. I will find it.
And it's also made me very thankful for the people around me, because there are a lot of times that, like Kyle said, people say they're in, and then things happen. To each their own.
It happens, man.
And things happens, but one thing that I know is, on a day in, day out basis, Kyle is always thinking, okay, how do we upgrade? How do we get more viewers? How do we get more listeners? How do we get a sponsor? How do we help out Leave It at the Table? Day in, day out, that man is always thinking.
I'm gonna send it to you on Snapchat. I got to give you a warning. It's inappropriate as shit.
Oh my God. It's halftime. It's 61-6.
Nice.
They've allowed 2 points in the second quarter.
A 2-point second quarter.
Good God.
All right, next question.
That's rough. That's really rough.
Skip freaking ad, Dave says.
Dave, you can blame that ad on Kyle Aaron Wright.
Why?
He was sitting over there on his phone, so I'm just sitting there having to fill time.
We're on a filibuster. We have a third member. She can talk.
Well, she didn't have any experiences.
I ain't got no room to start yapping because he's just blah, 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 blah,
That's
blah,
fair.
blah.
You have to make him shut up at some point. It's definitely a
okay,
thing.
I'll sit here.
Here we go.
Just quiet.
Hey, now he's gonna pout. You didn't think this was gonna end up with you having 2 bullies, did you? 3 bullies. Oh well, that's fair.
Yourself.
All right, we got time for one more, and then we'll go into our last segment of the week, which
All
is
right.
always my favorite, by the way.
This is probably a good one. What is the most unhinged opinion that you will still defend till this day?
This is universal, right? Like, not sports. Like, this is
Anything.
Unhinged opinion. Give me yours. I know you got one because you wrote this question down with something in mind.
You know how everyone loves buffets and Golden Corral and just everyone always thrives or talks about Golden Corral this, Golden Corral that,
Granny
blah,
Cantrell's,
blah.
dude.
I think we can do without it. I think buffets are disgusting.
Ooh.
That's not unfair.
Not like food wise, but like just thinking about all the different hands that have touched your food before you scooped it onto your plate repulses me. I think that's so disgusting.
So
And till this day, I will not go to a buffet.
leave it at the table Thanksgiving, Granny Cantrell's.
Oh, I'll mess with some grannies.
I'll
now.
order off the menu.
I mess with grannies, dude. That is a little bit heartbreaking. No, but I don't completely disagree. I will say, like, I used to do it a lot back when I was like, I could really eat, dude. Like now, like even before I started losing weight, like I don't eat as much as I used to. Buffets are gross, especially like a place like Golden Corral, because it's which Golden Corral, don't sue us if you're, don't send us a cease and desist.
No, everyone loves you. Okay, I just
Yeah.
don't like buffets.
Yeah. I do feel like, especially with the kids going around, just like coughing and sneezing, like, and then you're like, I'll take some of that mac and cheese. Why not?
Stop ruining buffets for me.
That's what we do every year for my dad's like Christmas/Thanksgiving. Like we just go to Golden Corral because we don't want to cook for a third time.
I wish I liked buffets because that sounds amazing. Unlimited food for one price. Sold.
So like, will you not like even like the fancy buffets, like in a casino, where it's like $50 a head and they scoop out your food for you? Like, still no.
You ever
not.
been-
No, because you're still, there's nothing there keeping you from sneezing or a kid just reaching his hand up and being like, my turn, and the mashed potatoes. And
What about a place, Brazilian steakhouse like Rodizio Grill, where they come through with the steaks?
oh, and they like cut it in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but there's also a hot bar and a salad bar that you can go up and get like sides. But I normally stay away from all that. I just
love
get
a salad
the meat.
bar.
That's what turns me off about the new Korean and the Korean barbecue hot pot place, because it's kind of like a buffet and you just go and pick out what you want to put in the hot pot, and a lot of it's like raw, uncooked and everything. And I'm just like, I just don't want someone's dirty fingers touching my raw meat.
Next business meeting at the Corral. Let's go. We
Who said that?
Austin and I used to go to Golden Corral all the time. Austin Ragula. Shelby says it makes sense, but Granny's is fire. Dude, Granny Cantrell's is... Shout out to them. If Golden Corral does sue, we're going to get Granny's lawyers. Because that place is gas, dude. Granny's is good.
I wish I liked it.
They got sneeze guards. We're
Well, I've
good.
never been there. I just
Sneeze
wish.
guards.
I don't know if I have a super unhinged, like, I guess... I usually go against the grain on what everybody else likes. And I usually love what everybody else hates. So, like, I think that also plays into why I'm a big Taylor Swift fan. Because, like, everyone hates her. So I'm like, I love Taylor Swift. Yeah, I'm on that. I'll be on the bandwagon. And then, like, everybody loves Post Malone. And I'm like, okay, but he kind of sucks.
Take it back.
See? There you go.
Take it back.
Okay, here's one that I'll stand by. I agree that Beyonce is not country music. But if we're gonna call Jelly Roll and Morgan Wallen country music, like what's really different? Like
I think there's a difference for Jelly Roll, because if you look at country music as a whole, if you look at the type of songs that are written, it's Jelly Roll's life.
well, yeah, and I get that. I'm just talking
But if
about the
you-
vibe of
But
it.
if you look at Beyonce's life,
it's right. But I mean, how many of these cats actually grew up country? Like, because to me, country music is number one. Like, you're not a true country artist if you don't play the guitar. Like while you're singing, by the way, like
Morgan Wallen was he did whenever he got discovered, he was on The Voice performing a rock song.
And he has completely gone away from, like, he doesn't play the guitar. And I like Morgan Wallen. I like his music. But my point of that is not to bash Jelly Roll and Morgan Wallen. My point is to say that if we're calling them country and we're letting Post Malone headline Gulf Coast Jam this year as a country artist, which Post Malone's music is so damn far from...
He does every now and then. Like, I've seen a couple videos. I don't call him country, but he does have a wide range because he'll play a country song. He'll grab a guitar and randomly play a country song at a concert, and it's just like, where the heck is this?
And he's very talented, and I'm not again, it's not a disrespect on Post Malone. It's just like he's got 3 country songs.
Yeah,
and he's gonna headline Gulf Coast Jam next year. I love Post Malone. Love to go see him.
But I wouldn't categorize him as a country singer.
That's just him being a name.
So that's my thing. And I definitely do not think that Beyonce belongs on country radio. So I agree with that. I'm just saying that her music is just as country as some of these other ones. Like, if you go listen to country radio, if we go put on 92.5 WPAP, we love it, right? I love that radio station. I got a free trip to Nashville because of that radio station. So
I did too.
let's maybe be nice.
Yes.
I love it. I love Dr. Shane. I love Tess. I like listening to him. But the country music has evolved to where it's more like poppy, and so that's why I don't like Beyonce's. I don't like Beyonce. Period. But if she's not country, then what are they? Is kind of what I'm. Country, and also, onions belong in nothing. What you got?
Onions belong. Country music has developed just like America has. It's more people pleasers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Keep everybody happy.
That's more than fair.
That's all it is.
All right, you got one?
Kind of playing off of you because we're the same person. What everybody really likes, I don't. Lord of the Rings is just not good.
Kyle's unhinged is that onions are inedible. They are. They're disgusting.
Lord of the Rings is just not good.
I've never watched it, so I don't know.
I also have not watched it.
I've watched like 2 or 3 of them, and I was just like, I just not.
Want to see her get unhinged? If you're listening on the audio feed, this will be your motivation to start watching live on Thursday nights. I have that opinion of Harry Potter. Yeah, I
never seen it.
Wrong.
Wasn't allowed.
Your opinion is wrong.
I just think it's one of those things, just like the old Star Wars movies. I've talked about this here, and I'm a big Star Wars fan. But just like those, it's impossible to get into them now if you were not into them when it happened, because the CGI and the child acting is so bad in Harry Potter.
Because I've been on Instagram, TikTok, or whatever. There's these people that I'm following who have read Harry Potter for the first time, and they're our age, and they started reading the books. And this one girl, woo, bless her heart, she had a whole meltdown when she got to the part that Sirius died. I mean, full blown crash.
Spoilers.
Out. Hey,
you've never seen Harry Potter?
No.
Oh, everyone dies.
Does Harry die?
I don't know.
Yo, where's that Harry?
Yeah, that's a thing, right?
You're a wizard. Yeah, that's what Hagrid does.
I know the actor that played Snape dies, right?
Yep. Almost all the actors have died.
Alan Rickman?
Yeah.
What's the dude with no
Hagrid,
nose?
Voldemort,
yeah.
Aren't they making a new series?
HBO is supposed to be making them, and each season is supposed to be based on the book.
Nice.
Harry Potter.
Which I like, because the books are, in my opinion, better than the movies. Just because Hermione isn't
Ginger.
as kind of a whiny baby in the books as she is in the movies.
Okay.
She's more likable to me.
I don't know how unhinged this thought process is, but I don't think we should make as many movies based off of books as we do. because there are a lot. I mean, we've been making movies for a lot of years now, and people are running out of ideas, which is why we get movies like the Minecraft movie that's based off of a video game. Then you get movies based off books that flop year in, year out. You're just trying to chase the next dollar. Like, come up with original ideas. Come up with something.
It's just like the original idea is dying so much. That would actually be a really good conversation to deep dive into one day, because I think we did this on Nerd Culture one day. Nerd Culture Undisputed, another show that we did way back in the day. I wish that one worked out.
I was a part of setting that up. Never was on.
Well, for good reason. But we could definitely do
I made thumbnails.
I will tell you this: we could definitely do an entire episode on that last season of Gen V, boy.
Oh,
Boy.
you finally watched it.
Oh, I'm done. Yeah, Rachel and I watched the whole thing last Friday.
That's wild.
You don't watch The Boys Universe, do you?
Nope.
Oh my god.
I've seen like bits and pieces of it, and I'm like, wow, this show's crazy.
Oh, it's crazy. Turn it up to 10.
Rachel says you're not wrong. I'm not 100% sure what she's talking about. Maybe the Hermione situation. And Austin says, wait, Drew, a script is just a book without a cover to it. That's true. And then Dave says that you are dead to him, and I'm assuming that is a response to your Lord of the Rings thing. But no, we could
Sorry, Dave.
Anyway, going back to Nerd Culture, we did a thing where we were kind of looking at like the top grossing movies, and every single one of them, like all time, were either sequels or remakes. And it's kind of disturbing to look at, honestly.
Yeah, it's like you just think of the superhero whole comics as a whole.
All of our Facebook comments went away. Weird.
How many times have you made Superman? How many times has Batman been made? Justice
Too many
League.
times.
Like, there's only so many times that you can tell those. And I know the newest Superman you said is like
Phenomenal. Yeah.
is great. But at the end of the day, how many times are you retelling the same story, but also putting that director's spin to it?
Yeah.
That adds a whole new side to it, which might be farther from what was originally in the comics, or it's just, to me, like you said, the original idea is dying.
Yeah. I think Sinners was one of the only like completely like. Have you guys watched Sinners?
No.
Okay, very good movie. It's on HBO Max. Go check it out. It's an original idea. Jordan Peele, I believe, or not? Maybe not. Ryan Coogler directed it. Either way, phenomenal. But go ahead.
What spurred your Facebook post earlier this week?
Which one?
Your favorite TV show?
That was because my Facebook is being monetized now, so I'm trying to get more traction to my page. So there's a
What's
thing.
your favorite TV show, Danny G?
Of all time?
Of all time,
You can if it yeah words. 3.
3. Okay.
3 shows?
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
just
okay.
to make it easier /
Spread it out
spread it out. Yeah,
on the genres a little bit.
you can do it however you please.
I would say Sons of Anarchy.
Tyler.
Good
That's
show.
a good one.
God.
That's a good one.
Spalding.
Tyler Wright. My favorite TV show is 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Gilmore
Would be your brother.
Girls.
Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore
Okay.
Girls is a good one.
Okay.
And the third one, I would say it's recently new, but it's just so good. Like, I'm anticipating for the new season to come out is Landman. If you've never watched Landman, but you've watched, what was the other one that just ended? Yellowstone? You'll like that.
Okay.
It's
I haven't watched
very
Yellowstone
good.
yet.
Very good.
To go back to my comment earlier about like not doing the hot thing when it's
Same.
hot,
Same.
I have not watched Yellowstone for that reason.
Same.
I'll watch it now.
Now
I did
that
it.
it's over?
I did that with Breaking Bad. And
Still haven't watched that.
Better Call Saul.
Still
Like,
haven't watched that.
Both of those are bangers. Best TV shows. I'll just kind of rapid fire mine off because I feel like we may have had this conversation semi recently. The Boys Universe. I'll just tie that all in together into one show. I don't know if you can do that, but I'll just say like The Boys plus Gen V together.
Wild.
Insane. Like, so good. Ted Lasso is the best show ever made, period. I will stand on that.
I like that one.
Ted Lasso is so good. Any show that can make you like laugh until your gut hurts and make you cry is phenomenal, and Ted Lasso is that. And on the third, I will, without thinking too much, I will go ahead and tie the Breaking Bad universe in there. Breaking Bad, and I think Better Call Saul is actually better than Breaking Bad, but they both feed off of each other so well, and they're obviously both connected. But Better Call Saul is really good.
For me, Friday Night Lights.
That's a good one, yeah.
I was late to the party once again. I binged it. Loved the show. Playing high school football myself, it really hit home in a lot of situations.
Oh, I got a segment idea. Go ahead.
Scrubs.
That's a good one.
I really love how they were able to make like you said, you can laugh uncontrollably, but also sob the very next episode.
Yeah.
Because it was, I think, if I remember correctly, they said that it was the most accurate depiction of a actual working hospital in like a TV show atmosphere. More than like ER, more than Grey's Anatomy.
Is Scrubs the one where I keep seeing a clip all the time, and I've never watched Scrubs either, but Brendan Fraser is like dead an entire episode? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It is amazing. And they're actually coming out with a
Love
second
Island, Tyler said.
They're coming out with a second one. They're a reboot, I guess you'd call it.
It's going to be ass.
The third one, it's still going on, but my wife and I love to watch it. Only Murders in the Building.
Okay.
It's on
That
Hulu.
was good.
They just wrapped up their 4th season, I think. It has the unlikely pairing of Selena Gomez, Steve Martin, and Martin Short.
I like Martin Short.
It's
Underrated.
really good. If you have a chance, it's on Hulu. We really enjoy it because it's a lot with podcasting. They basically talk about murders in the building, but it's on a podcast.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun, and it's the unlikely pairing, obviously, with 2 old guys and then Selena Gomez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's just how they come up with them fumbling around how to come up with a podcast, being detectives, and making it. It's a cool show.
Do you guys watch enough television for us to do a what we're watching segment? Like if we don't have to do it every week like we do the Grateful thing. But if we did like a what are you watching right now segment, like
In season, I watch the same things: NCIS Sydney, NCIS Origins.
it doesn't have to be a like you're locked into it, but like something like for me,
I watch a lot of YouTube.
like Chad Powers was my big thing. Like recently, like I just watched Chad Powers.
You recommended that last week. I thought about pulling it up, but I haven't had time.
It's on Hulu. It's worth it. First season's over. It's pretty good.
So now's the time. First season's over. Now's the time to check in.
Yeah, essentially, yeah, really. I got on the Chad Powers train before it was super popular. Definitely worth it. How I Met Your Mother, Dragon Ball Z, and House came from David Ham. I can't believe I didn't mention Parks and Rec in there.
House was one that I had posted on the chat.
Yeah.
What was the other one? It was How I Met Your Mother. That show.
That one's good. I've never watched that one to completion.
They knew the wildest part. They knew the ending. They knew the ending before they started at the end, and then went back and said, "How do we get here?"
Oh, that's interesting.
That's the craziest part. They knew who the mother was, and then they were like, "How do we start from here to get to there?"
Freaking Jason Segel is incredible.
You've never watched it?
No, I've never watched How I Met Your Mother. No. It doesn't make any sense either because I love Neil Patrick Harris. I love Jason Segel. I don't know why.
It's crazy because Neil Patrick Harris plays the opposite of himself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because he's gay and he plays
a
a
womanizer in the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, Rachel's told me about it many times. I don't know why I've never watched it. I'll watch it.
And then they had a second, not a second adaptation, but a different take
like
on it. How I Met
version.
Your Father with Hilary Duff. I really enjoyed it, but apparently not enough people did,
Yes.
and it's gone.
Rachel watched another show that had Hillary Duff in it. I can't remember the name of it. Babe, if you're still watching, comment the name of that show. It was pretty good.
I love me some Hillary Duff now.
She is still watching. There we go. How I Met Your Mother is so good. Yeah, babe. What's the name of that show you were watching with Hillary Duff recently, where the chick was lying about her age? Younger. Yeah, that one's pretty good. I got hooked into a few episodes of that.
I
with
love
Rachel.
me some Hillary Duff.
All right, we're going to end this episode with the same way we end every single episode, because gratitude is becoming a bigger part of our lives, and we find as humans that we spend a lot of time focusing on the things that we don't have when we should be showing grace for the things that we do have. So, Drew, what is one thing that you are grateful for this week?
Speaking as an LSU fan, it is I'm grateful for money.
Okay.
To get rid of Brian.
We've done
Kelly.
enough sappy shit on this show. I agree.
to get rid of Brian Kelly. I was his. You can attest to this. I was one of his biggest supporters for the longest time, and then earlier this year, just in talking with you, and I'm pretty sure you could see the shift in my thought process. Just watching the games as well as talking to you about the game, it's just like, okay, there's more than just the players on the field, and getting videos and sending them back and forth with Danielle. It's just been one thing after another. My eyes have been opened, and I don't know how I put up with that for so long.
I'm what I call a rare breed of sports fan, and I feel like I'll toot my own horn here a little bit, but I feel like most people they either don't see the truth about their team, or they don't want to see the truth about their team. And I'm not like that with my teams. I kind of like, I don't know. I'm a different kind of sports fan, I guess. But for LSU, I saw before the season even started, I'm like, okay, what did we see from Garrett Nussmeier that makes him like, he's the far and away Heisman Trophy favorite, and he is the far away #1 overall pick before the guy even throws 25 touchdowns in a season, by the way, because it just, the things didn't add up that they were talking about LSU in the preseason. And I mean, it sucks because Brian Kelly, I mean, you want him to be successful, but LSU got worse when he got there, and Notre Dame has played for a national championship since he's been gone.
Funny how that works.
It's interesting. What are you grateful for this week, Danielle?
I'm grateful for the cooler weather.
Yes, that's a good one.
So grateful. It's just hot. It's been a hot summer. It's supposed to be, below freezing next week. Hopefully it snows. I wouldn't be mad at that if it snowed again. I'd love the snow. When it snowed, I was out there from the time the first snowflake touched the ground till it was all melted.
Yeah?
I was like a kid in a candy store. It was the best day of my life. Well, I haven't seen snow in almost 20 years until then. So I was like, yay.
Shut the city down.
I'll be even more grateful if it snows again this year.
We had to cancel our show. Remember that? I was like, yeah don't
no
come
one
over
could
here.
drive anywhere.
Yeah.
We don't have snow plows.
Living on the beach.
We have sand shovels.
Living by Frank Brown. I was reminded that I live on an island.
Oh, yeah.
Because you go up 79, you cross a bridge. You go down 98 going towards 30A, you go across a bridge. You go down 98 coming towards Panama City, you go across a bridge.
Yes, sir.
I was stuck.
Yeah, I mean, that's I worked at the golf shop on the beach at the time, and I was like, I can't get there, bro. Like, as a matter of fact, I needed to go home earlier in the day because I'm like, I'm not getting stuck on the beach. Like, my in-laws live out there, thankfully, but like, I didn't know where to go. Otherwise, I could have come to your house. Actually, that would have been way better.
I got a spare bed.
I got to hang out with the kids. The kids loved it. Oh man, it's hard to do this one without feeling like I'm going to throw shade, but I don't feel like anybody from my job watches, so here we go. I'm thankful for the loyal friends in my life, for the people that I know that I can trust with anything, always. And I don't necessarily have anything crazy that ever happens in my life to the point where it's like, don't tell anybody this, but I mean, I was burdened with some information last week. which were of 2 people, like in very important positions that I had become close with at my job, that they were going to be quitting this week. And they both told me last week that it was coming. And I was the only person in the company that knew, outside of they knew about each other, but nobody else there knew. And one of them, they were both the HR people. One of them was the main HR director, and the other one was her direct assistant. And both very, very close. I've gotten very close to both of them. They're, as I told, the point of this is that somebody ran downstairs today and told the higher brass that I knew. Because after the news came out today, I was kind of like, they came over to my desk and they're like, "Can you believe this?" I'm like, "Yeah, they told me last week." And they went down. Somebody went downstairs directly to our higher brass and was like, "Hey, he knew since last week." And they weren't mad at me or anything, but they did confront me about it. And I'm like,
it's not your place to say anything.
It's not, no. And when they specifically ask you not to say something, bro, like you don't say anything. Like, and I'm somebody that that you can trust with stuff like that, and I'm gonna continue to be somebody that you can trust with stuff like that. But it's I'm just thankful for the people that I know that I can share that kind of stuff with. And I completely went off course from what I was going to say. I am thankful for my self-discipline and my growth as a person this week. Last weekend, I took a hiatus from social media, from being on my phone, period. I still did my snap streaks. Got to get the snap streaks in. I wasn't losing my snap streaks over mental health. I'll sacrifice everything else, but I noticed I got to a place. So that news being dropped on me, amongst a lot of other things that were happening, with so many small things that just stacked up, that last week I just got to a point where I was like, I need a freaking break. And so, again, this is not I don't think anybody's watching that would get upset about this. Rachel and I played hooky from work last Friday. I took a PTO day. She took a PTO day. And we just freaking hung out here at the house. We dropped the kids off at school on Halloween. And we finished Gen V. And we slept for a couple hours. And we just relaxed and spent some time with just us two. And Friday.
Tied in, but.
Yes. Friday, Saturday, and then I turned my notifications back on midday Sunday, right after church. But it was like I noticed I was getting to a spot where I was starting to feel like I was getting overwhelmed, and I took the initiative. And I took a freaking break from, because, golly, if you get on social media right now and scroll for 5 minutes, you will come across negativity.
Oh, 100%.
And I was tired of that. And I didn't, I had a short list of people that could call me and I would answer. And I was like, because don't call me if you got bad news. Unless somebody is dying or died, don't call me with bad news. Yeah. So I was just over it. I needed a break. So self-discipline. Very grateful for that this week. Tyler says, all jokes aside, Kyle, you are very disciplined. I can see it. No joke. You've lost a lot of weight and I'm very proud of that. Love you, bro. Love you, boy. Love you, Tyler. I got to talk to my brother on the phone for about 50 minutes earlier today. It was very healing because my dad's an idiot and doesn't charge his phone. So I ended up having to call my second choice, which was my brother. No. I love you, Ty. Danielle, thanks for being here this week. I hope with next week being on a Wednesday that you are able to be here. If you can't, obviously, it's understood. It's kind of a wrench in the plan of you being here on Thursday nights. But if you can make it work, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I'll try to be here. I think I can switch to someone. So
next week we're doing Thanksgiving food. Week after we'll be doing our giving thanks, which is pretty much an episode of what we just did, an entire episode. So make sure you've got a lot of things that you're thankful for this year. Drew, love you, as always.
Love you too, my man. Always
a great time. Once again, next Wednesday night, we'll be here. We're talking Thanksgiving. We're talking food. Thursday night, if you're in the area, come to Tommy Oliver. Watch Mosley versus Lincoln in the first round of the playoffs. If you're not in the area, it'll be live on YouTube with David Hayes and I on the call. And we'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much.